All right, here we are. We're on the internet.
We're on the internet?
Hack wheeze, yes. We're on the internet. We're healthy, we swear.
Well, I don't know what your
out late
problem
last
is.
night.
I just have allergies.
I was out late last night. That's what my problem is. And I just scarfed a bunch of oatmeal and I'm still slightly choking on it, apparently.
My, everything's trying to go into hibernation mode for fall.
Mm-hmm.
So air is currently trying to kill me. That's fine.
Delightful.
It'll only try to kill me for a bit, and then everything will be in winter mode.
I was out at sibling and siblings' partners' joint birthday party last night, so that was in Toronto, which is... When there's traffic, it's a little over 2 hours to get there. But coming home at 2 in the morning, when there's no traffic, it's a little over 1 hour. Yay, traffic. Anyway, I got home at like 2 a.m. last night, so if I'm looking a little rough...
It's because you don't know how to leave a party.
I mean,
a reasonable adult would have left to go home before midnight. Might have been 11:30, but still would have left to go home before midnight.
8. Yeah, you know, if I'm going to spend 3 or 4 hours in a car, I want to spend at least 3 or 4 hours at the place.
Why did it not start till 8?
Well, it started at 7:30, but we got further slowed down by the hailstorm on our way there.
Yeah, 7:30?
Yeah.
Call me old. Do a dinner party, started at 6, everyone's home by 9. Let's be honest, we all have lives. None of us actually should be staying up that late anymore anyway.
Yeah, they were all lamenting that too, and they're only in their late 20s.
Yeah. Leave the house for a thing at 8? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I want to be thinking about being able to justifiably come home around 8 at the latest.
Yeah, no, we didn't get there till 8. And the hailstorm. Oh my god, the hailstorm. Oh, that was a stress I did not need last night. Apparently I fully blocked that from my memory, but like, you know, there's just like, there's so much rain, you can't drive faster than 20.
Yes.
Because there's just that much rain, but we're on the 401, so like, we're supposed to be going like 100, but we're all going 20 because there's that much rain. And then it started to hail.
Speed limits are suggestions that you're supposed to scale back as weather dictates.
Yes, I'm using this as a way to illustrate just how much rain there was.
It's a lot of rain.
It's a lot of rain.
Then again, your sibling's also an adult. You don't need to go to their birthday parties anymore.
No, but
you
I
can
like
make
to,
arrangements.
I can.
You can make arrangements to do a brunch. Because you're coming in from out of town. I mean, it's only 2 hours, but you're still coming in from out of town. My sister and I live in the same city. We make arrangements to do brunch. Just to quote my sister, we're both too old for that garbage, but we've both been too old for that garbage for years.
You see, to get into Toronto to do brunch requires leaving here earlier than I want to.
That's a personal problem. When brunch is involved, I get out of bed.
Anyway, hello, chat. The chat's chatting up a storm here. Chat likes your sweater. It's very pretty.
Well, it is the fall equinox this morning, today. We're officially out of summer. Now, hopefully Mother Nature figures that part out.
Yeah, right? High of 26 today? I mean, we're getting there. We're getting there.
We're only high of like 19 or 16 today, and I will take it, and I hope it stays this way.
We are 25 and hazy right now, apparently.
But I'm over
asking,
the 26.
What colors do you want for your anniversary cake?
I don't know. That is a harder question than you would think, Susanna. That is a harder question than you would think. Not pink. Not pink. Not children's colors. Does that make sense?
Not bright primaries?
Not bright primary. Sleek. Either like moody, dark colors or neutrally palettes. Those would be what I would lean towards. Because like you've seen those anniversary cakes, right? So like the things in the browns and taupes or grays and blacks and whites. Or sometimes they do like one with like purples in them. Like those are good. But I've never liked when they do the super bright colors. They just come off a little too kindergarten for me.
Mm.
very bright, but a little too kindergarten for my palette colors.
Yes, Susanna,
But then again,
you mean yarn.
we assumed you meant talking about the anniversary cakes. There's some very beautiful cake colors. Like I'm always tempted, because I look at them online, like the book club looks interesting, but I don't know because that's a lot of yellow.
Mm.
You know?
Purple, evergreen.
Evergreen would be good because that's in shades of green, right? Like that, yeah, because that's the green one this year. Again, guys, I've scoped them out online. I've seen what the colors are online.
The only one it's perked up.
It's usually
cake.
like that.
Oh, yarn! Imagine that.
Oh yeah, it's like the spring garden colors, right? Like where it's the pastel pinks and yellows and super bright spring greens all together, and like sunshine yellow in the one ball. Like my whole brain goes, I understand that those are nice colors and I can see them, but no. But no, those are not me. Those are not me. God, I hope I can
Melanie's
stop
got a frost warning for tonight.
Oh yeah, now we're talking.
Heck yeah. Also, hello in chat to Asa, Raspberry, Karen, and other Karen. We have 2 Karens.
Ooh, double Tracy, Karen.
Susanna, Lisa. Did I say Asa? I said Karen. I said Melanie.
Yes, you did.
Yes. Knitting Purple. Good evening. We have so many people in chat today.
Oh yeah, tea. Hopefully I can stop blowing my nose soon. We will find out. I'm awake. I'm in motion. Welcome to the super messy craft room. This is what happens when I have deadlines. There's stuff literally everywhere. The sewing table's set up right now, like the cutting board table.
Been messy.
I try to have the cutting board squared away. Not today. There's fabric on it from yesterday from my work. I've got project bags stacked on top. You should see this. The sewing, I could not sew at this table right now. She's just covered. She's just covered. So pretty cool.
A craft explosion has occurred?
Oh god, it looks like a toddler's run through here and played games. And I don't mean my cat. So fun. Okay. We have to do a cast on party. We have to celebrate the fall equinox. And if I'm eyeballing the side of my screen, it's because she keeps creeping closer to my mouse. Like I'm not going to notice.
Mm-hmm.
So if the camera goes, guys, it's just the cat. I will fix it. Don't worry about it. I think she's damaged the camera at this point. It's just a web camera, but I'm going to have to get a new one.
It happens. I've tripped over my headphone cord enough times that I think I'm starting to do damage to it. In sad news, in sad phone news, you know how I have one of those foldy phones?
Yes.
The folding screen died yesterday.
Oh no. How long have you had that?
Almost 2 years. So like it's not too bad, but like it's got this line down the middle now and I can't it doesn't press buttons anymore. It doesn't accept touch.
Oh dear.
It doesn't
Might be time to upgrade your foldy phone to a new foldy phone.
I don't know if I'll do a foldy phone again. It was very expensive. And like I love it, but also it's unnecessary.
Well, I have a tablet.
I'll do another folding one.
So I will not do a folding phone. I have a tablet. I might go back to Samsung. I have a Google right now.
Yeah, I have no particular brand loyalty. It's going to be an Android because that's my entire ecosystem. And I'll just pick something with a large screen, I guess.
I will pick the one with the better camera, but Google accessibility is ish. I'm used to the Samsung more. Like even after almost 2 years, it'll be 2 years in May, I've had this Google phone, and I still am better at accessibility on the Samsung phone when I'm helping mom do stuff on hers. So I feel like I might go back to Samsung. I have enjoyed the selfie talking mode on Google, which is why I've tried the Google phone out. That's been fun, but I don't use it as much as I thought I might. So
yeah.
If it's the only reason I'm with Google, that's no reason to stay. And I do the 2-year trading contract because I like new tech, so I don't mind. Essentially, my phone bill is essentially my loan fees for the phone I'm loaning. Like I'm not paying down anything on the phone. It goes back at 2 years, and I get a new phone. So I never technically owned my phone. It's fine. Yeah. I don't mind. Mostly because when I find a phone that I like and I'm done changing and I'm out, like I'm done upgrading the phone, I don't care anymore. I'll just buy out that phone. It'll be very cheap at that point. and then I'll just own a phone. But it saves the $1,000 for a phone situation.
Sam says, I saw one yesterday when I was looking for a new phone for me. The last time I got a new phone was in May 2018.
Oh no, I like new tech. I like new tech. New phones are about the only thing I trade out consistently.
Yeah, I wanted to try the cutting edge new foldy tech, but it's not super rugged.
No. Yeah, they've been TELUS, which is the phone company I'm with, are starting to advertise at me pretty hard because I know I'm due for an update in May. So they'll start showing
says, I had a Google and love it, but I may have accidentally flung it across the room. Oops. I now have a Samsung, so it's cheaper, but I want to go back to Google soon.
Oopsies. Oh, I like Samsung. Google's fine. I can flip through and do stuff on the Google, no problem. But I have had some syncing issues with the accessibility requirements, so. So I may go back to Samsung where I don't have those issues. It's a thing. All right.
Hackwheeze.
I did not cast a poll anywhere for today's voting. I know Diana also did not because we could not decide.
I guess we were doing
like,
it live.
You know what? We're doing it live. I didn't think you would do a poll, and I just got busy doing other things. But I wasn't super sold on doing a poll anyway. I know Asa's vote is I cast on all 7 items.
Yeah.
Because that's been Asa's vote since she saw the bonus content. To which I reply, I am 3 4mm needles short of being able to do that. So if she buys me 3 more Chaogu 3mm needles in a 32-inch circular round, then yes, absolutely, I will cast on all 7 pieces. Barring that occurring, we're going to cast on 1 today.
Have you narrowed down the options at all?
No, I'm thinking not the big shawl because I don't have the time to commit to it over the next few months. I feel like that might be something I start for fun in the dead of winter to have for spring. So that I've got time for it. Should we
very quickly do a recap of all of the choices so that people can vote appropriately?
Let's. And you can start.
And I can start, okay. I have them open somewhere. Hang on, let me find those tabs because I don't remember what my whole list was.
Oh my god, you only have 5 items.
I know. Okay, all right, I'm remembering now. So one of them was Shockwaves, which is just a huge, like, foreskein fingering weight wrap. So if that one wins, then we get to pick colors out of my fingering weight boxes.
It's hard not to vote for that, because I do enjoy watching you pull colors out.
There's the Night Shift shawl, which I have this kit for in the background here. It's all blues and purples and a pop of orange. That's an option.
My god, I wish my nose would stop.
Single malt sweater, which is going to be out of that yarn that's just underneath it, which is covered in reflections and you can't really see it, but trust me, it's a nice red-brown color. So just a nice textured pullover sweater. I put in the landscape shawl, which is a very graphic sort of optical illusion looking thing. I don't have yarn for it, so I think this one's not really in the running. Mine are narrowed down to 3 based on what I have yarn for.
Yeah.
And then my other one was more crochet pants, but I also don't have yarn for that, and I have yet to actually finish a pair of crochet pants, so those are also not in the running. So
I think we're Shockwaves, Malt, or
Night Shift.
Night Shift for you.
Yeah, Shockwave, Single Malt, or Night Shift are the choices for me.
I'm gonna go Shockwaves.
Your vote for Shockwaves. Asa's voting for Single Malt because that's the whiskey I have right now. Also a solid choice.
That is a very good reason to make a choice. I like the decision-making parameters for that one.
I endorse this because, my goodness, would that give me excuses to pour glasses of whiskey to do photo shoots?
I thought you were going to say for lunch breaks while you knit, but okay.
No, lunch is a little too early.
No, it's called a mimosa. You can drink at breakfast.
Yeah, but that's a mimosa, and it's ostensibly got
booze.
fruit in it. But it's not just straight single malt scotch.
That's just because they don't understand how to appreciate a sipping scotch with your breakfast in the morning.
Am I able to actually... Oh my god, I have the power to do polls in here! Oh my god, you guys, we're gonna do a real actual poll in here! Hang on.
Ladies and gents, she's the one with the tech degree.
And then I don't have to count all of these. Oh my god.
Did you see all the DM messages between me and the Marvelous Moderator yesterday that required you to do something?
Nope.
Cool. You're going to do it for me today?
Sure.
Okay.
Hope
everyone's got plans for a nice...
You can vote in the poll.
A nice fall equinox dinner while everybody votes in their poll. Had I been thinking ahead, I would have made sure to buy the supplies I needed for a nice fall equinox dinner, so I think I'm just going to make a little dessert today. Not ideal. Not ideal. It's the harvest, so you can essentially do whatever you want, but had I been thinking about it, I would have made sure to get some Brussels sprouts and a steak, and then I gotta have grilled Brussels sprouts and steak with like a baked potato today, and like a little like blackberry pie, or like a baked pear to celebrate the fall equinox. My favorite part about the equinoxes and the solstices is the changing variety of foods for the changing of the seasons. No, really, I have no idea why my nose. But it is determined to be a pain today. So, however, I do have some very nice liquid honey from a local bee farmer. So I feel like I'll make a little honey loaf.
Nice.
Some sliced honey loaf. I think that'll be good enough. Oh god, my nose! I didn't even put makeup on. I was like, nope, don't do it because you don't know what your nose is going to do today. And it's going to be one of those days. That's not cool. It's not cool at all. But it's harvest season, like the last of the fresh veggies or squashes.
Bless you.
I don't know if it'll stop or not. We'll see. So you can do like a butternut squash soup.
Jude's doing sweet potato soup and fresh bread rolls to celebrate.
That would be excellent.
Bless you. Happy fall.
I need plants to finish dying, and right now they're because it's been cool for a couple of days, so now we're just exploding everything. So the air's just full of stuff my nose does not. It's fine. It'll be fine in a couple of days.
All right. Figure that's long enough for the poll to be open?
Sure.
All right, let's see what we've got. I'm going to end this poll here and see the results.
Oh, okay. My God, my nose.
There we go. With 53% of the vote, which is far and away the most, single malt sweater.
Dang. So close. We could have had her picking yarn out today, guys.
I mean, you're not going to necessarily going to stop me from casting on the other things.
How about this? If you cast on 3 things today, I will cast on 3 things today. And that's as close as Austin's going to get to all 7.
I am definitely not casting on all 3 things today because they all require winding yarn, and I'm not winding that much yarn. That's so much yarn.
No? No.
Too much yarn.
Okay.
A sweater's worth of yarn and a 6 skein shawl and a 4 skein other shawl. No. It's too much yarn winding in one day.
Who says you had to wind up all of it? You only wind up like 2 balls for the sweater, 2 balls for the shawl, and 2 balls for the other shawl.
Yeah, I guess.
You don't wind up all of it. That's crazy pants.
But see, then I'll
Even
get
I
to the
wouldn't do
point where I
that.
run out of yarn.
And then you do it again.
And-
Do 2 more balls, 2 more balls, 2 more balls.
Yeah, but I won't, though. I know myself.
I do, so it's fine. It's not a problem for me. All right. Are you ready to set up another poll? We need 7 options. Nope, 6 options. I took the
Okay,
shawl off.
so many options.
6
Karen
options.
says I only need to wind 1 skein per project. I mean, you guys are really selling me on this.
Technically, yes. 1 skein per project, and then you have to wind more once you're ready to go to wind more. It's because I use 2 strands to cast on sweaters because I don't care about the extra end. I never want to cast on twice. So my brain, you do 2 sweaters, 2 balls for a sweater, and then you start your sweater, and then you just wind more if you need to. Which gives you a nice break. Like if you're working on the body and you're like, my God, I need to do something different, and you're down to your last 30 grams. You're like, you know what I can do? I can wind the next 2 balls, and it feels good because you're doing something like you're prepping to start a project. So it tricks my brain. Trixies the brain. All right, we've got the 3 season sweater.
Right, okay, 3 seasons sweater. Which one?
We've got the Acre Grove sweater.
Right.
Those are the 2 crochet sweaters.
Acre. How do you spell acre? Oh my God.
Acres. My mom's probably yelling at me right now because I spelled that. Child, learn to spell.
Well, pardon
Or
my.
is it ACRES?
Well, spell check isn't yelling at me, so I guess it's that one. Pardon my spelling if it's horribly wrong. Acre Grove sweater. We'll just pretend that I spelled that right.
Okay, cool. We got the Iskald sweater. ISKALD.
Weirdly, I can spell that one somehow.
That's the one you can spell?
That's the one I can spell.
But acres gives you problems.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes no sense.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, God. I give up. The witchling. I'm not going to spell the witchling for you. It's technically just witchling. I always stick the on the front of it for no reason.
I can only put 4 options in a poll.
Uh-oh.
It's only letting me put 4 options in.
Then we're gonna have to reduce. Okay, so then we gotta get from 6 to 4 then. So you know what? Take out the 3 season sweater.
Okay, no 3 season sweater. And stick
morale in there, which is the shawl.
How is that one spelled?
MARELLE.
Okay. And that's a shawl.
That way we've got 2 knit sweaters, 1 crochet sweater, and a shawl. And we can choose from those 4.
Okay, so we got the Morella shawl, the Acre Grove sweater, Iskald sweater, and Witchling sweater.
Yep.
Yes? All right, start poll. Tina says I need an electric winder.
Thought about it. I want to try. You would make hand cakes when we first started podcasting. And like
yes.
you thought you were a hand winder. You're not, but you thought you were, and you were very determined that was how that was going to work.
I still
for
have
a good long
my
while.
Stick. What is it called? A nostopin?
Yeah.
Could
you bring that home at Christmas? I want to try it.
Sure. Remind me again closer to Christmas.
I will. I don't want to commit to buying a nostopin until I try one. But if I like it, I don't mind.
But it's probably less of a pain for larger yarns that have less yardage to a ball.
Probably. But I want to see if I like the motion and if I get that meditative relax to it. Because my ball winder is dead. So like I need a new ball winder. But before I commit to yet another ball winder, I'll through in a couple of years. I want to try that nostopin. Because if it's just a matter that it just takes some time, but I can listen to podcasts while I make cakes of yarn on the nostopin, like that won't slow me down, right? But I need to try it before I buy one. Oh my God, I hope my nose stops. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. It's mostly because I have technically enough 4mm needles free to start 3 sweaters. However, we have to put a very large caveat here. 1 set of needles is already spoken for an October 1st cast on to celebrate Halloween. I absolutely have already casted on another sweater as of last night. So I technically only have 1 free needle right now.
Uh-huh.
Even my cat's snorting at me, guys. So there's that. Though I did talk to Aaron yesterday, Fireweed Fire, during the Patreon he did it, because I've been trying to do the field sweater, and I think the color that she wanted the sample in isn't enough of a contrast between my needle for the stitches I'm trying to do, so I keep dropping the grain stitches in the yoke, and it's a freaking gorgeous yoke. So it's the wrong color for me to be working in for that specific one. So we decided to, because I've 2/3 completed a yoke 5 times and dropped stitches and not been able to rescue it. So I got permission to do a different sweater. So it's like, okay, we'll think about it and we'll come back to it. And I was like, you know what? I texted her. I was like, how about the mallow cardigan? Because you like my mallow cardigan, and it's in a similar shade of blue, so I know I can work on it. And it's this big, beautiful lace panel back piece, right? And I don't have to add extra length sample. And she's like, yes, that one. Do that one. So I'm going to cast on the mallow, the back panel of the mallow this week, because I know I can do that quite quickly. I've made one of those. I enjoy it. I'd like to make another one, but I haven't found quite the right yarn, so I'm going to do the sample for Aaron, and if I like it, I'll get a color that I like and do another one for me. So technically, between that and the... I've already okay, so I finished some. I've already casted on 1, 2, and I will have a third item, sure. Plus this 4. So if I cast off 1, I can cast on 4. Is the ratio, apparently, that we're working with today.
Yeah, absolutely.
That sounds logical, right? Ooh, 5. Ooh, I lied. I'm 5.
Goodness.
There's something wrong with me. Okay, I know how to count. It'll be fine. Yeah, we've got whip sprints on Saturday, right? Oh god, I'm gonna need some time.
Okay, catching up on chat. Also was saying bought a Nostipin this summer. Haven't tried it yet.
I'm intrigued.
Bought a Nafling. It's a hyphenated word that has a bunch of the letters have hats. I don't know, but it's a craft that she wants to try. The letters have
she's
hats.
Laughing
I
at
don't know. I know.
You know she's laughing at you.
It's got a hyphen and the letters have hats. I can't do it. I don't know how to pronounce the hats. Doing my best.
Oh yeah, it's so good.
Oh, nail binding. Okay, I can say that word. I know what that is.
I want to try nail binding. I want to try nail binding so bad. You know what we should pick today? We should pick colors so you can make your own half moon tea.
I don't think I have.
It's a crop. I made the full-length version, because I made it a full-length version.
I have very loud variegated yarn, and I think I need something a little more
is variegated.
Solid.
This is variegated.
But you still have you have at least 2 solids in there. I don't think I have any solids.
Why? How do you have a stash and no solids?
This is my problem with my stash. I need more solids.
Okay, we need to take a look at your stash so we can make you a short list of solids. Because you can't work from it if you don't have solids.
I think my plan was to buy solids as needed.
I do need them for the half moon tea, so let's pick out 2 variegated. Actually, 1. Well, you make a 44?
Depends what fit I want.
My brain's trying to brain. I used 3 skeins for a full length at a 50. I made the 50. So you should probably be 2 skeins for 44 or 48 cropped.
I used 2 and a bit skeins when I made that Ome tea, so I'm assuming if I want sleeves, I'm going to need at least 3.
It calls for elbow length sleeves. It doesn't call for sleeves.
Perfect, but I'll still need 3 for sure, because it was 2 and a bit to do the body.
Well, it's because most of the yarn is this. Like, I used 2/3 of the white. I'm just going to point at my boobs. I used 2/3 of the white, and I used 50 grams of the dark blue. but I used 2/3 of the white. And the white technically isn't a solid speckle. How do I have more solids than you do?
I don't know. I just don't really have
How does that
solids.
even swing that?
Don't know.
Okay. That's
I mean,
weird.
last time I bought a bunch of yarn, I bought a bunch of sweater quantities in relatively solid colors. Hence, I have single malt sweater yarn. And also the yarn for the librarian that's still a little bit up there. And, like, my stash is old enough that I just don't have a lot of solids since I've implemented my, hey, you should buy solids plan.
Scrappy V. That's what we can pick out for you today because you like my scrappy.
We could also just
None
pick
of
out
those.
colors for the shockwave, which I still want to cast on anyway.
Sure, we'll do that.
We can do that.
What is the pulse?
Because I really want to try out my new iCord tool that I got.
Oh yeah, then absolutely we need to cast on the shockwaves today. Okay. What are the results?
All right, let's
via
close
science?
this poll. And poll. What do we got? Okay. Yours was closer.
Okay.
Arthur says I can cast on both. And Shockwaves was my secondary winner.
Ooh, so in which case, yeah, we can cast on both today.
So with 38%, your winner is the Witchling sweater.
Okay.
And then the Morel shawl and the Acre Grove sweater are tied for second at 23%. With the Escald sweater coming in last.
Poor Escald sweater. It's because it's boring, I know. But I need some boring sweaters.
But if you wanted to cast on 3 things, your number 1 and your 2 that are tied for number 2.
Yes. That because
Bless you.
I may not stop sneezing all day, guys. The crochet it's just a hook. It's just a hook. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. Though that does raise a question. God, my nose. I'm gonna have to pull up the page. So we're gonna do the Witchling sweater, which is the tundra yarn and my white boucle.
Ooh. It's gonna have fuzzy bits.
It's gonna have fuzzy bits towards the bottom. It calls for 0 to 2 inches of space for that pattern, so I think I might need to make the inch or 52-inch bust so that I've got space below. Because while I like fitted, I don't necessarily need stretched over the stomach fitted.
Also says, I like the Escald sweater. That maybe must be casted on.
That maybe must be cast on. Are needles coming?
Mm-hmm.
I only have one salsa. The physics has not changed on the available number of needles. Since we talked 30 seconds ago.
Melanie says, I was going to be good and just work on my dad's socks, but the evil enablers in the Discord group convinced me to cast on a new project today.
Absolutely. That is what we are here for.
Yeah. The evil enablers.
And I've got work
Put
to
that
cast
on a mug.
on. Work to cast on today, guys.
Alright.
I have to wind.
So I've already picked out the yarn for the single malt. I guess I should put down this thing. I guess we're picking out yarn for shockwaves.
Woohoo! I'm gonna cast on. To cast on. Oh no, I was gonna look at the Acre Grove because I have a question. The cat snorting. I'm allowed to use my mouse. To reorganize your yarn a bit. What? That sounds crazy. Hang on, wait. How do I unfull screen? Hit the escape button. That's how I do that.
Out of the way, chair. No.
Go away, chair.
Out of the way, chair.
Go away, chair. I don't need you.
Hey, look! I totally have plain yarn. Look at all that white.
Well then, dude, why aren't we? Okay, so leave the white aside. It's a.
Okay, the white over there.
Put the white aside. Oh my god, you're killing me. I need the tab. I have 2 tabs. One tab is entirely round pages.
I've got 2 of those, so I'm not going to use those for shockwaves. But I've got this. Could be a part of a moody shockwaves.
Could be, yes. You want some strong contrast with the shock. It's a statement piece. It's a statement piece.
Stick that over there. This is just some interesting sock yarn that I wanted to make socks out of. It's linen or something.
It's I like how it's
linen
like
or something.
thing.
It is.
Guys,
in
I'm
fact.
so sorry about my nose today.
It's a wool linen blend that I wanted to make socks out of, so that's also not going to get used for this.
Oh, I swear, it's such the worst today.
That's lace weight, so also not used for this.
27 million tabs open and not. Of course not.
It's a bunch of yarn that I wound for something at some point that I obviously didn't do anything with, but that's there.
That's nice. Oh my god, we were supposed to. Okay.
We were supposed to what?
We were supposed to order yarn for me so I could start crocheting those epic hats for us.
Well, we gotta make lists. Because I'm hopeless without a list.
I'm a personalist. I need a personal assistant.
Okay.
Can't function. I'm incapable of basic functioning skills.
Managed to get all the way over here with my box of yarn.
Okay.
Now that I've unstacked the yarn from the top.
Ooh, I'm cap locked. Why am I cap locked? I don't need to scream at things.
Oh, I've got linen on my microphone cover.
Of course you did. My cat ate my microphone cover.
Oh, Alice has posted the link for the shockwaves. Thank you. And then Purple says, I'm going to cast on Fall Harvest Cowlby. No, Cowl by Brenda K.B. Anderson. There we go.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
Jude says, I have no idea what to cast on. I lack knitting mojo after too much digging in the knitting allotment. Too much digging at the allotment.
Yeah,
I can read, I swear.
If I remember correctly, allotments are sections of land that you can garden in. Am I wrong? I might be wrong on.
I don't know.
Because we call them different here. Oh my god, did you know we're live on the internet? My phone would like me to know this.
Really? I had no idea.
Yes.
So, are we feeling warm or cool for the shockwaves?
You know what you need to do? You need to leave the room and go get your coat.
Oh, yeah.
You need to leave the room and go get your coat.
You're right.
Because we need the Jocelyn coat. Whoop.
Yeah. All right, well, that's going to take a second.
Because
that's all the way in the basement, because it hasn't been cold enough.
That's fair. I'm sure we can wait 60 seconds.
I might be 120 seconds.
That's fine.
So,
it calls for a 4 point. I'm gonna randomly just talk at you guys, even though I can't see the chat. The Acre Groves cardigan, which we absolutely could also cast on because it's a crochet project, calls for an Aran weight yarn, and I can never remember if Aran weight happens before or after worsted. Don't remember. Calls for a 4.5 millimeter hook, which leaves me think like maybe it's like do we have, is Aran like one of those, it could be DK or it could be worsted, but because it's kind of just in the middle, it gets its thing? Like, is that why we're calling it Aran? Aran is the one I never, ever. It's the worst. All right, let's do some scrolling. I already read the blog post, so I'm not going to reread it. We're going to take a look at materials. Because I had a thought, and that is just dangerous in the extreme. What did she use? Yarn I recognize. Oh, drops yarn. Okay. Wait. She used hers as 100% cotton. That's fine. Mine will not. 50 grams, 82 yards. So 100 grams. So it's a worsted weight, right? Like that's worsted. Because then you're 160 some odd grams for 100 balls, which would be like a worsted-ish weight ball. 100. 4 or 5 point millimeter crochet hook, or needed to gauge. I'm going to have to do gauge, which is fine because if I use like a 5 millimeter hook, but a DK weight yarn, I'll have a slightly lighter weighted thing. Oh, good, because I'm just randomly talking at the internet, and I'm pretty sure it's talking back to me, but
I'll just drape this on the back of my chair.
Drops Paris is a worsted weight cotton. So I could use a DK weight yarn.
All right. We can at least see how the
need to
colors
get
compare
gauge.
to the teal coat.
Now you need to explain the teal coat.
Oh, wait. Let me catch up on
And
chat.
why Jocelyn loves that teal coat so damn much.
Okay, we were correct about the digging thing. Correct was digging up bind weed roots yesterday. Ooh, hard work, low reward.
Yes.
So button leg muscles hurt from bending arms and shoulders from working.
I mean, it's good work, but yeah, it would be this time of year.
Anyway,
Not
yes,
the most
this
enjoyable.
is the Jocelyn coat. This is the back of the Jocelyn coat. But it's like a wrap trench coat.
We've talked about the Jocelyn coat before.
You know what?
Just put it on. Just put it on. I love the Jocelyn coat.
No, the camera angle is all wrong for this. We're just gonna have to deal with it.
I mean, everyone's dealing with my need to blow my nose every 60 seconds.
So
stupid nose.
It's wide lapel trench coat and it wraps and ties.
Do you see why the shockwave shawl needs to go with the Jocelyn coat? That is a statement coat. It needs a statement shawl.
Yes.
Yeah. So now that we have that here, now we know what kind of colors we can hold up next to it so we get a nice pop of color, but we're not clashing with the coat. Necessary step.
Distinctly a cooler color.
So we're looking into the cool range then.
Probably, unless we want to do a pop of warm.
All right, we've got our comparison, and the coat was an important one that we needed to do. Chris was gonna be like, "Why are you leaving the office? You're supposed to be live with Jocelyn right now."
Yeah, he's on his computer. He doesn't know what's going on.
Oh, good.
I skinned my elbow last night. I don't even know exactly how.
How? It's like, I heard no story about how you skinned your elbow.
My story is more that I got home last night and I'm like, why does my elbow hurt? Oh, I'm bleeding. Why? When did that happen?
When did that?
You know, that's like how all of my injuries go. I'm bleeding. When did that happen?
Maybe for my birthday, I cast on this.
Ooh, maybe.
And do it so that I have it for late spring. It will not fit over there.
All right. I was saying cooler colors. So what do we have for cooler colors? I mean, I have more of the... That's not crystalline, Andy. Coffee in that nebula that Susanna kindly sent me. I have all kinds of purples that Susanna also sent me. No, that's not that purple. That's a different purple. I have A Time to Stand as another purple. I don't know. I don't know if this purple works with that coat.
All right. Here's my question.
Yes.
For the Acre Groves cardigan, she's working in a worsted on a 4.5 millimeter hook. If I move down to a DK, same hook size, I'll have a lighter drapier cardigan, which works because I get quite warm in the worsted. But it changes my yardages.
Mm-hmm.
Do I attempt to do it with the 400 grams of alpaca in this chocolate brown that I have? Noting that I won't be making the oversize. I'll start with the ribbing. Oh no, this is a sideways construction. I'll do it and I'll add length, but I'll make it so it's a bit snugger across the shoulders. Like I'll be watching my fit as I go. Kind of tempted because this would be really nice. Lace pattern.
Yeah.
But because it's alpaca, I'm going to want a very loose weave to it, or I'm going to get too. And 400 grams at a DK weight is a lot of yardage. Because I'm also I'm literally going to. Actually.
So you're literally going what?
At this time, 2 weeks from now, I will be in Saskatoon for a yarn show.
Mm-hmm.
So if I take this cardigan with me, if I've run out of yarn, I could just go buy some more from the shop that I got this from. It might not be the same brown, like I might have to rip back a couple of rows and fade into the new brown, but I would have access to this farm's alpaca again in literally 2 weeks. Do I risk it? Do I risk it for the biscuit? Because I think worsted would be too... I mean, it'll be very pretty, but I think...
Such a big... Chat's voting for warmer colors. The orange is apparently opposite teal on the color wheel.
It is. I think I risk it for the biscuit. That's 3 crochet cardigans at a DK weight yarn I'm trying to do in time. Yeah, that sounds about right. You know what? Live there till I'm ready to start winding, which will start happening. We're going to ignore this down here. I understand there's yarn here in a hot, garbagey mess because I was overdue a bad skein, and this is the last of the bad skein. I've had to cut the yarn, so I ran out to an end. So now I need to find my end and do the other half. But that takes hours to do, and I'm going to putter with it over the next few days so that I don't go crazy. You don't need to sleep with your head next to the mouse. You do not need to sleep with your head next to the mouse.
Karen says, the chocolate brown is so gorgeous, but would you wear alpaca?
Only if it's in a D. The only reason I'm contemplating it pattern. And I'd be doing it, it on a 4.5, almost, I may get a 4.5 millimeter hook. So it'll be very loose. Otherwise, I would absolutely not be comparing. Because like a worsted weight on a 4.5 millimeter hook, I should say. I usually work worsted on a 5. And I'll have to do a gauge swatch to see what I'm going at gauge-wise. But
main skeins.
I'm thinking it'd be like a worsted weight cardigan for me. So it'd be like a winter, like a deep fall winter sort of situation, which is fine. And I'm only contemplating it because it's all over. Otherwise, there's not enough air movement to keep me cool. It's also, I would absolutely never wear an alpaca sweater because that traps too much heat in. But I could do a cardigan, I think. I think I could do a cardigan. It frees up those 2 skeins of DK weight yarn that Karen sent me to try making DK weight socks.
So we're going for my 4 warmest skeins. I think that's what chat's leaning towards. The 2 reds and the orange and the like.
I only care so long as there's enough contrast. Loses its dramatic if you're very mellow with your color shifts. So long as your color shifts are extreme between skeins.
Well, I've got them laid out sort of gradient style right now. But there's no reason I couldn't mix them up to make the shifts more dramatic.
Yeah. Well, you're going to want, because that's the best part about the Shockwave shawl is that dramatic colors. Get that stripe.
So that's
the best part in my mind.
Not focusing on my face. There we go. We've got like a very light yellow speckles of orange and then a much more orange. And then we've got these 2 deeper reds. So they don't have to go in this order. I can do whatever ordering.
They do look good against the coat, though.
They do look stunning against the coat, I have to say. And, much as I don't think orange is my best color, I feel like red is a very good color. And I feel like,
yeah.
And it'll be toned down by the other red and the coat, I think. Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be so bright and cheerful to work on. So bright and cheerful to work on.
What do we have? We have Snow Bunting. Is this very pale yellow. Maybe we'll even throw the minis in here. Might as well throw the minis in here, right?
Yeah, why
These are all
not?
sock sets, coincidentally.
That's fine.
This one is Northern Oriole, this orange. A little bit of black. We have a Northern cardinal in this very red with speckles of black. I love speckles of black. And then, oh, we have a Star Trek color. We have blood wine.
I'll keep talking. There you are.
There we are.
Either I was
So,
frozen or you were frozen.
I think you froze for a second. Or maybe I did. I don't
That's
know.
fine.
The internet's been... We got a brand new internet box, and that's only kind of sort of helped.
Uh-huh.
Yay, internet. All right. Well, that seems to be choices then.
That was easy. Woohoo! Okay, yeah,
Alright.
special stitches. Where is
Shake it
the... I will watch the video tutorial for the Equinox crochet because it is a sideways construction, which is new to me. However, I can gauge swatch.
Shake it up in this direction. That should be
Can gauge swatch.
sufficiently.
I missed it. Where's the gauge swatch?
Yeah, that should work. We'll go with that.
But it's so pretty. I think I'm going to try it in the...
Okay, let's actually
Special
wait.
stitches?
Can I actually get my cakes in here now? Is this you guys? I think we're empty enough to get cakes in here now.
Where is...
I think I can actually fit cakes in here. Oh my god!
Measurements?
At least some of them.
It's usually about this point in the pattern, whenever I'm doing this, my brain's like, you should just buy PDF so you don't have to scroll so much. Not wrong. Not wrong.
Heck yes! All right. Well, that uses up a whole bunch of yarn. I like that.
It was good.
Ah.
Are we going to watch you wind yarn on the internet again? It's always fun.
Oh no, I'm not setting up for that today. I'm not subjecting everybody to that, and that means nobody voted for the night shift. It means that can go away, and then this can go back up on its shelf for now. But night shift can go away back over here.
Yes, because I'm doing the witchling. Witchling. Which I will still swatch for, even though I'm just going to be one of those super tiny swatches just to confirm that I'm still 4mm needles for 20 stitches over 4 inches, which is the gauge I like to work at for fingering weight sweaters. And then I will figure out what size I'm in. I'm going to measure my waist is what I'm going to do.
Bang my knee
Use
on my
that as my
desk.
bust
That really
measurement.
hurt.
Why would you
Sad.
do that?
It's very sad.
It
Very
sounds
sad.
painful. Cannot recommend that. Cannot.
There we go. It's the downside to not having an actual computer chair. I mean, I have a real computer chair. Just this one isn't an actual computer chair, but it's such a nice, just like chilling at the computer chair, and it's so comfy. And I just, yeah.
Aha! We want 20 stitches and 14 rows.
Well, this has been very productive. Look at all the stuff I'm casting on.
You're casting on 2 things? Did you commit to 2 things?
I think I committed to 2 things. I'm absolutely not setting up twine yarn right now. We've been on for nearly an hour, so...
Which is good. It's a successful cast-on party. You're going to do the
think so.
shockwaves and the single malt.
And the single malt. Finishing both, unlikely. But, you know, they're both getting casted on.
I'm going to cast on the witchling. And whatever else I feel.
It's in single malt 1, so that's going to be the one that I actually try to finish. I'm just also casting on shockwaves with no deadline.
Well, yeah, but like a fingering weight sweater a lot, and I'm already casting on another fingering weight sweater. Fingering weight sweater.
You're doing
have
crazy
3
pants.
I'm doing crazy pants. So we will. I'd like to get down to the color work on the body in 3 months. How does that sound?
Oh, I didn't talk about how I actually finished my summer project, the summer solstice project.
I did not.
I
I
actually
have
finished
3
a thing, you
dresses,
guys.
and not one of them is finished.
Jude says watching Diana winding wool makes the internet anxious.
It does. It really does.
The one time. And of course, while people are watching, it was the messiest time ever.
I know.
I swear it's not
So
like that normally.
it's usually
But,
not,
like,
no.
I finished the thing. I finished my hand spun shawl that I started for the summer solstice. Look, it's done. It's not very big. I haven't washed it or blocked it, but it's done. I'm very proud of it.
I have the shoulder seams. Why I want to say soldier instead of shoulder, I do not know. I have the shoulders to finish on ancient Greek chieftain. I have to attach the bodice to the skirt panel in a V-neck floor-length maxi summer dress that will make me look like it's brown with a paisley print all over it. And I have cut out and pinned and need to do the side seams for a t-shirt. T-length dress in blue. So many things.
It's a little short.
So many things.
Did the thing.
The only downside I find to the half moon neck, so I keep tugging on it because it's right here. But I love it otherwise.
I want it yarn chicken.
Yeah, by the skin of your teeth.
I want it yarn chicken.
By the skin of your teeth, you cannot weave that in.
No, I can't. I had like 1.5 inches of yarn left.
Could you use a crochet hook to sort of...
Oh, I'm sure I could, but I also just might leave it sticking out because I think it's funny.
Fair. I like how that drapes.
It's beautiful. I hope it grows just a little bit when I wash it and block it. Because it's just a touch small. I would like it to be able to stay on without needing a pin. I mean, I have many like shawl collars and pins and stuff, so it's not like I need anything. I have the supplies, but it'd be nice if I didn't need
them. Okay.
But it's rather small, so I think I will probably need them.
It's fine. I think it's cute.
Fine. It is, and it's hand spun. I made it myself. I even spun the yarn. I made my coworkers admire it.
She's super proud, guys. Super proud.
I'm so proud. I made my software developer coworkers admire it. To be fair, they admired it appropriately. So
good.
They are makers of various other things. So like none of them are knitters, but like they understand the process of making a thing.
I do it to the mysterious Mr. B all the time. I'm going to hold up a thing and you need to say, oh, that looks really good. And he's like, okay. I'm like, look, I've been working on the thing. He's like, that looks great. I'm like, thank you. You don't need to warn them like I do. I'm glad you got yours done. I'm annoyed I didn't finish. I'm so close it hurts, but I did not finish.
It's done. I'm absolutely hanging this in my background when I'm done, when it's clean.
I am enjoying the hand sewing process of Chieftain. Like it's very meditative to just sit and hand sew.
I would like to do some hand sewing.
I've really been enjoying that. But I have to remember it takes me longer when I'm hand sewing because it's a slower process. But it just feels nice. It just feels nice. So hopefully I can. I mean, it also didn't help any that we had all of those 30+ degree days, and it doesn't matter what it is. You don't want anything in your lap, and that's a floor length dress in your lap.
Yeah.
There was a lot of days I could have worked on it where I was like, it's just too hot. It's too hot. Like I didn't knit. It was just too hot. I just sat in the chair and remembered how to breathe. The air conditioning unit was just too hot to function. I mean, Phaedra wasn't that far behind me. So.
Yeah, she's got a fur coat on.
Mm-hmm. She's sleeping right there. I need to build a barrier so I can have my mouse pad back. All right. We're into fall. It's the last seasonal craft along.
Happy fall. May your temperatures get cooler. May the sweater weather come quickly. And stay forever.
I wish so badly.
May the sweater weather stay quick or come quick and stay long.
Stay long, yeah. Summer as of May is too soon. Too soon. All right.
It's a little soon.
We're going to let you guys go so you can enjoy the rest of your day. Diane and I have to podcast episode, so you have content for Wednesday. And she's in charge of the button, so she needs to tell me when it's time to do an
Boss is
outro.
reminding us that we have 3 months to finish the Little Long.
I do not need such reminders today, ma'am.
It's okay. Mine's my craft off for the month, so we'll see how that goes.
I don't need that kind of stress right now. I am currently going, oh my god, there's only a week till the craft off check-in.
Yeah.
I have other things to stress about at the moment, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway. All right. We gotta go do things and stuff.
Yes. All right, guys. We will talk to you later.
Bye.